Hello, darling heart. It's time for another Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle reading. And today, water says relationship to self. Now, this is a place where a lot of people get really hung up. They're not in right relationship with themselves. They've made a promise to themselves, and at the drop of a hat, they keep breaking it. So go through and review some of the things that you have promised yourself, promised to take care of yourself, and see if you are in right relationship to yourself. Have you been keeping your promises to yourself? Have you been taking care of yourself like you said you would? And then do something for yourself, specifically just to build up that relationship bank account so that when you might not feel like doing something for yourself, you say, hey, remember I did these things for myself and it made me feel so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and do these things because I said I was for myself. Remember, darling heart, you are magical. Hello, darling heart. It's time for another Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle reading. And today, Spirit says grace and trust. That thing you're working on, that thing that you're trying to make appear in your life, give yourself the grace to know that sometimes you're going to have setbacks. And that does not mean that the thing that you're creating is not going to be in your life. It just takes as long as it takes. Trust that you are doing everything that you can. Continue to connect with your spirit and the spirit of the thing that you are trying to bring into your life, no matter what it looks like. Give yourself grace to know that setbacks happen and trust that you are doing what you need to do in order to manifest that thing in your life. Remember, darling heart, you are magical. Hello, darling hearts. Time for another Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle reading. And today, Earth says tending. Ooh, some days it is just so hard to tend to ourselves in the way that we need to tend to ourselves in order to feel good or even just to feel like doing anything. I mean, the world is so very, very hard right now. So give yourself grace when you are feeling the heaviness and the weight of all of the things that are going on outside of you. Tend to the things that you can tend to, and just give yourself grace to know that just as another day is going to come, there's going to be another opportunity for you to tend to other things. Let some things rest just like you need to. Tend to some things today, but let things rest. Remember, darling heart, you are magical. Hello, darling heart. It's time for another Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle reading. And today, fire says spark. You know, as cliche as it sounds, it really does only take a few little tiny sparks to get a fire going. So that same idea can be applied to what it is that you need to do. If you've been feeling down about yourself or you're having a hard time because the thought goblins are getting the best of you, what is the smallest, tiniest thing that you can do to take care of yourself? Can you go and brush your teeth? Can you change your clothes? Can you just spray something good smelling around your house to help you feel a little bit better so that you can do just one thing for yourself? Whatever it is, make sure it's a tiny little spark just so that you can take care of yourself. Remember, darling heart, you are magical. Hello, darling hearts. Please place your hand on your heart if you choose to receive this blessing. Divine oneness, God, Goddess, all that is, love. I just would like to lay a blessing upon the person that is watching this video right now. They have gone through some tremendous growth in their personal life, in their professional life, in all aspects of their life. And I just lay a blessing upon them of acknowledgement and congratulations, and just a blessing of, yes, I see you. You have done this work. You might have had a slippage, but you saw that you were slipping back into old patterns and behaviors that were not supportive of you, and you were able to switch and say, oh, nope, not going to do that again. I'm changed. So I just lay a blessing upon them for their healing, for their continued uplevelment, for their continued upliftment, so that they can see that, yes, they have grown so much and they need to celebrate, be celebrated, and be witnessed. And I just want to say, darling heart, I see you, I witness you, I acknowledge you, and you are magical. You have done such good, hard work on yourself, and it is starting to shine through. So acknowledging you in your growth and your healing, and inviting more goodness to come from your growth and your healing. Remember, darling heart, you are magical. Mwah.